Hey Soul Family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing a message that you are meant to hear right now. And to do this reading we are going to be picking 4 piles together. I see 1, 2, and 3 actually. 1, 2, 3, and I kind of feel like this one that's poking out a little bit is pile number 4. So let's see what we have for today's reading. For pile number 1, we have Temperance. For pile number 2, we have Hermit. For pile number 3, we have Star. And for pile number 4, we have Wheel of Fortune. If you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, we have the Goldstone. And this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 2, you have the Turquoise. And this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 3, you have the yellow Topaz. And this is what your crystal looks like. And for pile number 4, you have the Moonstone. And let me put it up here so you can see it. And this is what your crystal looks like. So, take a look at which one of these 4 piles or 4 crystals you're the most drawn to. And that will probably be the pile for you here today. If you feel, however, that you're drawn to more than one pile, or maybe even all of the piles today, listen to your intuition. It is always your magic that always guides you to the right readings. So let it lead the way. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hey Soul Family, welcome to your shuffling and pile preparation process. It is so lovely to have you here as we prepare for your piles. And for today's reading, the intention of this reading as we prepare for your piles is what message is meant to reach you right now. Or rather, a message that you are meant to hear right now. Okay, so to do this reading, these are the decks that we are going to be using. Let me introduce them to you first. On the left are the Oracle decks, and on the right are the tarot decks that we will be using for your reading today. All right, so let's get right into it. I feel this one, so I'm going to take it. What message are you meant to hear right now? I feel this one as well. What message? I feel this one. Are you meant to hear? Ooh, looks like the 4th one has been poking out as well. What message are you meant to hear right now? Okay, moving on to the next deck. 1. What message are you meant to hear? Thank you. Right now. 3 and 4. Okay. Let's now pick up the next Oracle deck. Here we go. What message are you meant to hear right now? There we go. All right. We'll be taking 2 tarot cards from each of these decks. So one, I actually feel that this is the second one. So 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1. Actually, I feel this one and 2. All right, next deck. What message are you meant to hear right now? Oh, well, looks like the second pile will have 3 cards. One and 2. One. Also the 4th pile seems like it's gonna have 3 cards as well. All right, moving on to the next deck. So these are 2 cards. What message are you meant to have right now? So 1 and 2. 1 and 2, 1 and 2. All right. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2, 3, and 4. Lovely. All right, so our 4 piles for today's reading are now ready. As usual, let's put them together neatly for your reading. We'll start off with pile number 1. Right there. With the Goldstone. Actually, you can use that space. There we go. Pile number 2. That is the Hermit. Let's keep it right there. With the Turquoise. All right. Pile number 3. Keep it right there. With the yellow Topaz. And pile number 4. Is also ready. Keep it there. with the Moonstone. There we go. So our 4 piles for today's reading are now ready. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I always appreciate it. Love you guys very much. And let's get straight into today's reading. Hey pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Goldstone as well as this beautiful Temperance card. Cannot wait to dive into your reading. We're taking a look today at a message that you are meant to hear right now. All right, so let's start with your oracle cards first. You have the Frog and Lotus with Metamorphosis. Interesting. Okay. You also have Thunder and Lightning. Painful realization, inner conflict. All right. It's interesting that it's coming with the Metamorphosis. Even the card is looking upwards towards that card. Really cool. Okay. And you have Receiving a Gift. All right. Let's take a closer look now at your tarot cards. You have the Knight of Swords. This one first, okay. You have the Emperor. Very powerful cards. The Knight of Swords, fighting something, moving forward, as well as the Emperor. You have the Justice card. You have the 8 of Swords. All right. You also have the 7 of Swords. All right. You have the High Priestess. Interesting. Okay. You have the Chariot. I feel... Okay, hold on. You also have the Star card. Let me adjust that. All right. Yeah, that's much better. You know, we better be careful with the new YouTube rules. All right. So as I was about to say, when I noticed the High Priestess, we have the Japanese, I think, Kuchisaki Onna. Yes. Kuchisaki Onna, who scares people, lurks in the shadows. You see here, you even have some eyes in the shadow right there. In the gift card, receiving a gift. So we're about to tie this together. So she lurks from the shadows and she asks people, do I look beautiful? And they tell her, yes, you do. And then she uncovers her mask to show a slit next to her mouth. A scary one, and then she says, do I still looks beautiful? Ha ha ha. So she has the intention of scaring people, right? That's what the idea that we get here in the High Priestess. With the High Priestess, you're starting to see new changes perhaps in your life that are scaring you. With the Thunder and Lightning, there is this... okay, let me just take it little by little. So yeah, there are new changes that are happening in your life at the moment. Things that feel from the outside as if they're coming to affect your life, maybe in a bad way. You're really afraid. With the 7 of Swords here, you feel like you're going through tricky times and you're afraid that you're about to get stuck. Perhaps you're afraid that with the Thunder and Lightning, that you may be going through a difficult time. Even the Emperor is in a very dark color. And I feel like you're afraid to get into some unknown times that may be difficult. That's the kind of energy I'm grasping from your reading, especially from your Temperance card, which we will get to in a second. So the first thing I want to tell you as your message from your reading, especially with the High Priestess, because this is when it clicked in your reading. The minute I saw the High Priestess, What feels scary at the moment, my dear pile number 1, is an illusion. It's not true. And you're not meant to feel afraid. Yes, you are certainly going through a transformational period, and that's why you have the frog and the lotus with the metamorphosis. You are, if you feel like things are changing, yes, things are changing, but not in a bad way. In fact, your card specifically says receiving a gift. So it may look like things are lurking, things are going to go bad, but they really aren't going to go bad. And here is your message on how to maneuver through these times. Look at that, my dear pile number 1. You have the Temperance card, and it's a very interesting Temperance card. You do see a character here who is navigating in the middle of hills, right? And you see these mystical hills that are luring this character in, you know, through music, or I see these are magical apples. You even see the hill down there is dangling some light. But if you look closer at this card, you see that the ships that did come close to these mystical hills have sunk. Do you see that? And so the message here is to not get too close and to not be lured in to whatever may feel deceptively magical. Meaning that yes, things may be changing at the moment and they may be looking scary, but don't get lured too close to what seems scary, thinking falsely that it is these are messages of bad times, when in fact these are messages of great times to come, of amazing transformations to come. Do you see that, pile number 1? So your greatest message is don't get lured in by things that are scaring you at the moment, like dark messages, because these are definitely not coming from the light. Don't let it keep you stuck. Don't let it make you feel like you're maybe returning to difficult times, or that you're going to go through some tricky time and it's going to capture you once again. That's exactly the type of message that I'm seeing. Justice and the Star card, you see, that's so beautiful, is right at the middle of your reading, telling you that everything is in balance. You are everything is going to be in balance for you. In fact, you were drawn to the Temperance card. Everything is going to go great and in balance and as it's supposed to be. Let things take its path. It's not going to harm you. And in fact, it's going to go the way you are definitely hoping for with the Star card. Things are going to be moving forward powerfully, in fact, with the Emperor and the Knight of Swords. So you have nothing really to worry about. In fact, the first thing we've noticed before we even got to know what the reading was about was this character that's looking up towards the metamorphosis. Let transformation take its course. You know, just like the frog, it transforms greatly from a little, what is it called? Tadpole. And later on, it has more access. It turns into a frog, and it has more access to the type of environment it gets to stay in. Sometimes it's on land and sometimes it's in water. Same with the lotus flower. It grows literally from mud, and then it opens up all white and clear and beautiful on the surface of the water. So we're seeing that, yes, if you feel like your life is changing a little, it is changing, but it's not taking you to a dark path. These are dark thoughts. They're not meant to take you through tricky times or a bad karmic cycle or anything like that. It's meant to move you and charge you forward, and what may seem scary at the moment will turn to be into a great gift. As you can see, your main advice here, as with the Knight of Swords as well, keep yourself balanced, heal your thoughts, heal your body maybe. That could be another message. Take care of yourself, take care of your body. mainly take care of yourself and nurture what you need to nurture. Your new ground. It looks to me like you have some new grounds that are ready to grow, my dear pile number one. Maybe you have a new opportunity at life. You've been granted something lovely. Grow that is what I'm seeing. Or perhaps grow your idea. Because with the star card, your wishes are certainly going to be coming true. Everything is going on course in the right way. Let life take its shifts and turns. That does not mean that you're veering off course. It simply means that, you know how we don't know everything, and sometimes life just takes its twists and turns. It helps us learn things. It helps us grow and grow muscles that were meant to grow with regards to things that we may not be thinking about. And unless life takes these twists and turns, we won't think about changing them or thinking about them. Like, for example, if you have been doing very well, but you keep putting your, a certain task on the side, whether in your personal life or in your work or whatever area this is that is worrying you. If you've been putting something off, then this is just meant to take your attention towards something, not for you to fall into the trap of sinking the ship altogether by being afraid, but it's simply taking you into a path of transformation, so that you take care of something, heal something, and continue to move on your path. In fact, you are a very lucky pile, my dear pile number one. You'll be receiving amazing things in your future. You're receiving abundance. And in order not to veer off course from this abundance, life is making sure that you get what you deserve. And by getting what you deserve, it's taking you in the direction that you are meant to take, to navigate in, so that you receive what you are meant to receive. So at the moment, your clear message here is not to be afraid of the lightning, but to take note. What is it trying to tell you? And to make use of that to get stronger and to build a stronger foundation, rather than feeling stuck and feeling like it's supposed to trap you in one way or the other, because that's not what it's here to do at all. Your path is clear. Continue to focus on you, on healing you, on taking care of your personal life as well as your work, or whatever is important to you. And my dear pile number one, you're only receiving your wishes and dreams moving forward. If you got a little scare here, don't worry about it. Nothing bad is going to happen to you. You are really, truly on your righteous path. Exactly. This is what it's looking like. You're on your righteous path. You're meant, always remember, you're meant to receive what you are meant to receive. And that is that, my dear pile number one. Yeah, I'm seeing with the Emperor, we see Mars, we see the Ram, and it's in conjunction to the Chariot. Also right next to the Knight of Swords, which gives the same message here of, with the Emperor here, we're seeing Mars to take charge and control of your life, to lead with logic and organization, and to move forward with your plans, not letting your emotions or any type of dark thoughts veer you off course and trick you and keep you stuck, but instead to know that everything is not just going to be okay. You're going to be receiving your dreams. You're going to be super blessed. That's what I see here exactly in your cards. Your life is in a transformational phase, and sometimes with transformation is not very It's not very comfortable, but it always leads to something amazing. Make use of this energy to do something big. It's not meant to hinder you, but it's there to help you move forward. Nothing is gonna come near you. You are on your way to your dreams being realized and coming true. You're only meant to move forward. Don't let any thoughts stand in your way or veer you off of your course. My dear pile number 1, this is exactly your message. I wish you the best of luck in your transformational phase, in this new transformational phase where you're going to be really blessed and lucky, especially with things going on in this transformation. It looks like your cards are saying this transformational part of your life may be short but very important. Maybe it's just trying to put your attention into something that you may not have been really focused on. Exactly. So yeah, take charge, do what's right, do what's important, and move forward with that. Put everything to the side. You're in good energy and you're in good hands. And my dear pile number 1, this was your reading. I wish you the best of luck. May you always be happy. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pal number 1. This book could really help you out with achieving your dreams and reaching your goals. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading it. It's written in a way where I really took the time to make sure I shorten it until it's very palatable, it's very easy. It really pushes you to take the necessary action, to be motivated, to understand how it all is done, all while enjoying it and having fun to do it. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pal number 1, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful turquoise crystal as well as this very beautiful Hermit card. Let's keep it to the side and see what message you are meant to hear right now. All right, we'll be starting off with your oracle cards first. You have, wow, the crow and dogwood. And the crow kind of goes hand in hand with the sort of intelligent and spiritual message. All right, maybe you have a spiritual inkling about something. So you have the crow and dogwood with intelligence. We really see that being really highlighted here. Okay, you also have autumn winds, new paths, changes, unseen forces. Very interesting. Okay, we'll keep that right there. And you have good lady. So sweet. All right, we'll keep that. I think the dog has wings. All right, let's now take a look at your tarot cards and see exactly what your message is. So you have the 2 of Cups. This one first. All right. You have the Lover's card. Interesting. Okay. You have the 5 of Cups. All right. The Book of Shadows, this is the Hierophant. You have the 5 of Pentacles. That is going to be a deep message right there. Okay. You have the 7. Oh, wait a minute. That's the 5 of Cups again. Wow. Oh, wow. With autumn winds, You have the Judgment card. You have the Ace of Pentacles. And you have the Justice card. Look, whatever it is we're going to be exploring today, it is completely in your hand to renew this energy or to give rebirth to this energy, because the scarab is a symbol of resurrection, also of great luck in ancient Egypt. And I kind of see that it's completely in your hands to do something. But let's explore what is in your hands and what's going on with this energy. I see 2 5 of Cups. That's kind of showing me the energy of maybe being a bit disappointed with something. And the 5 of Pentacles shows a lady looking into her past when she was once young. This is actually the goddess of fortune in Greece. No, in the Romans, ancient Romans, Feronia. And when the Christians came, her spirit continued to lay around the market, right? Bringing fortune to the market. So what is this telling me? The form of something has changed, but the spirit of it is still there. And so I see that you still have the key to do something with regards to a situation that you may be either highly disappointed about, or so much time has passed. Maybe this is a message with regards to you, but with regards to someone that you may have known that is quite significant to you. So this is maybe old pain with regards to someone who was very important in your life. This is, of course, not a message with someone who you've let in the past and they're harming you and you're not supposed to talk to them, of course. This is mainly about a key person who still means a lot to you. Maybe a family member, maybe a child, a parent, or a dear friend. I feel like this friendship or this connection has taken a toll, really. Things have changed with the autumn winds here. But the spiritual connection between you and this person is still lingering around. It's not out of touch. You may be out of touch in the physical world, not talking, but I see that it's within your hands to resurrect something. I know this may not sound too good to you, but I have to tell you the message. At least you may get something. You may get something that is important out of this reading. So perhaps this person highly disappointed you with the 5 of Cups showing up twice. You may even have felt that they've taken something important from you, or they, with the lack here, they weren't just, or that they have greatly changed faces into someone you don't even know. My dear pile number 2. With the new paths, I feel like both of you have taken different paths altogether, and you may not even have been speaking to this person. And this is emphasized by the Hermit here, showing that you may have walked your own path alone without this person. And it seems like this person was a great, an important connection in your life, a significant connection, in fact, in your life. And with the leaves falling, I feel like this something significant happened, this connection fell, and the winds of change just took you both in different directions. I don't know why, but it looks like in your reading there is the energy of some sort of resurrection. Whether you are going to be the one to resurrect this, or that you will be receiving the news or the energy, the gift maybe, of having this connection in one form or the other resurrected. Because at the end of the day, even though this is the Five of Pentacles, you do have the goddess Feronia appearing here, showing that there is prosperity in this connection, there is abundance. Maybe there's freedom from this lack. There's a key here to bring justice or balance into this connection, and it's appearing here in your reading for a reason. Maybe there is wisdom with the owl here that will somehow help this connection out. Whether you talk or not, there is a wisdom here for you. And it may even turn out to be a lucky one for this connection. And isn't it really interesting that we have the Judgment card with a resurrection, as well as the Scarab and the Ace of Pentacles with a resurrection, showing a new beginning. I see, especially with the dogwood, it looks delicate, but the bark is very strong. It's able to actually withstand harsh weather. So, again, we're seeing the idea that maybe this connection is not meant to... You're not meant to disconnect from this connection in your life. It maybe is changing forms, changing faces, changing in so many ways. But I feel spiritually, both of you are very much connected to each other. With Good Lady, I feel like even though this person may not have been all that maybe honest, they had so many things to heal. There's so much sadness, it seems, from both parts. That's why you have the 5 of Cups. There's so much sadness and disappointment with regards to how you feel towards them, and also a lot of sadness that this person has to deal with. I feel like they're giving us their back. We don't know much about them. There's so much secrecy, and maybe they're going through their dark night of the soul. But at the end of the day, with Good Lady, I feel like both of you are actually good people. And again, there used to be a strong bond, some sort of loyalty between the two of you. It's like you connect so well in the spiritual world as souls, but there seems to have been some trouble making it hard for you to connect in this lifetime. With the Justice card, especially with the Book of Shadows, I feel like there's a lot of karma. There's a lot of things that you had to deal with individually. That it seems like at some point you were meant to separate, perhaps. But for one reason or the other, I'm seeing in your cards that there is a new path. There are changes happening that you may not be seeing. And it looks like there will be a resurrection to this connection. It feels very heavy to me when I have to deliver a message like that, because I know most people are like, no, I don't want to reconnect. And please do know that everything is in your hands. I just have to tell you what I'm seeing. In that case, how about we take a look at what your exact advice is, since this is the message. There is this intuitive message that you will be reconnecting. There is a change happening to this connection, and that their souls have always been lingering around. It's like it's not the end. It never was the end. I feel with the wisdom and the intelligence that keeps coming up, I see the idea of dealing with the situation with a lot of intelligence, because, you know, forms have changed. Maybe even both of you aren't the same as you once were. So maybe it's a new chapter with a key learning here. So let's ask the question. In that case, what is your message exactly, and why are you reconnecting, and what's going on? So first, why are you reconnecting? How about that? Why are you reconnecting with this person? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Why are you reconnecting? You have the Page of Pentacles, the Star, and look at that, 2 people in the Star card. Okay. Back to back, maybe you'll have each other's backs in some way. Okay. You have the Empress. Wow. Nurturing, loving energy. Wow, big cards. The Star and the Empress. And you have the Devil. Ooh, 2 people again. What an interesting connection. There is karma here, especially with the Devil card appearing with the Book of Shadows and the Justice. There is a karma that needs to end, to finish up something. I feel like finishing up something here energetically is very important for the both of you. Because at the moment, with the Devil card, there's maybe unfinished business. Something maybe that must be done in a better way for the both of you. I feel like actually you are connecting because it is going to be, surprisingly, a very nurturing connection. There is a new beginning. It's a new young one. So it is one where you will explore a lot, knowing that both of you have changed. But although it looks like bad energy, my dear pile number 2, beneath it is really a lot of energy of nurture, care, because they have each other's backs. And in one way or the other, very good for the both of you. But it is young with the Page of Pentacles, meaning that you have to tread with care. You know, when we take extra precautions when we're dealing with children, you know, we have to think very well how we're going to talk to them and how we're going to relay the message, making sure that they are taken care of, that we never hurt them in the process, that we want them to learn, and so on. There's extra precautions, and that's the message I'm getting with this specific Page of Pentacles, that there is going to be a resurrection to this connection with a lot of extra precautions to maneuver around understanding the new nature, your new nature, their new nature, and to tread with care. Just like the Page of Pentacles, it's the beginning of a journey. Many mistakes can happen. either from you or this person, and to have this acceptance or understanding that things will fall, to protect yourself from it very well, but at the same time to understand that there has been great changes. Definitely take extra precautions with the devil card showing up here, but it will be ending a chapter, a karmic chapter, and you will surprisingly find that it's going to be a very nurturing connection that is meant to finally happen and come together in the best form, with the star card here, in the best form. And like I said in the beginning, it seems like this is a connection that's meant to be there. It's like your souls were always there, whether you were connecting with each other or not. Your souls were always lingering, waiting for that rectification maybe to happen. Yeah. And it looks like there will be a reconciliation, albeit an intelligent one, meaning where you have to be very careful how you tread through it. And this is what the Page of Pentacles here explains, knowing that there will be mistakes, no understanding the new nature, going through that journey very, very carefully, but within it, just like these two cards are within the explanation cards that we got, within it you will really find something very special and very nurturing in this connection, my dear pile number 2. This is exactly what I'm seeing here with the star card. This is the final healing of this connection between the two of you, whether you continue to talk maybe or become very close, which I'm actually seeing here. There is some sort of healing happening between you and someone who you're meant to end once and for all a karmic chapter with. It's a very important move or event in your life, my dear pile number 2. This is exactly what I'm seeing. And the card here suggests that although all said and done, and with regards to all of the shadow that they have to deal with, at the end of the day, they may be a good person. Yeah. This is exactly what I see in your reading. And my dear pile number 2, I wish you all the best of luck with that. I wish you safety. I wish you protection. I wish you go through it with a lot of intelligence and with an open eye. But I also wish you a lot of healing, great luck, and a lot of love in your life. This is exactly what I see in your reading, my dear pile number 2. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number 1. This book is small, straight to the point. I made sure that it is presented that way so that you don't read a huge book. I kept putting it down until I made sure you receive the important points in a very simple way, but in a way that definitely makes you start being productive and to continue, very easy skills to make you continue being productive and to achieve your skills, your goals, all while having fun at the same time. So if you would like to check it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 2, your message is in my heart. I wish you the best of luck. I know it's not easy going back to people that you haven't spoken to, but this is what I see. And it's all in your hands. Remember, you don't have to do anything that you don't like. But if you do choose to, perhaps contemplate with the Hermit card here on the message today. This is what I see. I wish you all the best of luck, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful yellow topaz as well as this gorgeous star card. You see someone playing the piano in the middle of the night. So beautiful. Let's see how this translates into your reading. And of course, today we're taking a look at a message that you're meant to hear right now. All right. So, my dear pile number 3, you have the Bobcat and Blackthorn with patience. Interesting. Okay. You also have spring rain. How interesting is that? You can see the butterfly coming out of the cocoon on a rainy night. So we can see cleansing, renewal, and metamorphosis. All right. You also have marriage card. Oh, isn't it interesting? Someone's playing the piano here as well. How interesting is that? All right, let's keep it right there. And it's actually meant to stay right there. So you have the piano twice. I'm very intrigued. Let's take a look at the rest of your cards. All right, so you have the 7 of Cups. Okay. Oh, okay. You have the Ace of Pentacles. This is going to be a message that I'm sure I already feel I'm loving very much for you guys. You have the 4 of Swords with some sort of prayer here, which is really enforcing what I'm feeling. You have the King of Swords. All right, you have the 10 of Swords. You also have the Devil cards. You have the Page of Wands. This is the after tarot. So this is the scene right after the Waite-Smith. And you have the 5 of Pentacles, same thing. Okay, so what am I seeing here? I do see that, especially with the 10 of Swords and the Devil card here, you may be going through, treading through some difficulty, especially with the 5 of Pentacles. You feel, since this is the after tarot, you feel like it's been taking far too long for you to maybe get what you long for, or what you want. I feel like it's been a long winter here, especially that it's landing in conjunction to the 4 of Swords, showing rest, showing something's been stagnant for a long time. You especially feel that it's been taking too long. You feel like you've waited a lot with the Patience card here. And I do see with the spring rain that there is truly a renewal here, a message of renewal. You might even be on the verge of giving up, because I feel with this specific Page of Wands, they're walking away. They feel tired, they feel frustrated, and they're just walking away. But your message is very powerful here. This idea looks like it's an illusion with the Devil card. This does not look like moving forward. That this is the energy you're going to be in. You know, I see a strong energy of renewed hope with this Star card. And you know, a star shines brightest in the night, and you can really see that in the Star card. And I do see a specific message here for you of following your heart with playing the piano here in this card, as well as this card, following the notes of your heart. I feel like maybe you may have either an idea or a big dream, specifically with the 7 of Cups. You have a big dream or a big goal. You wish you would receive that big goal. But this specific big goal requires that you do make a solid beginning, because once you make that beginning, it looks like it'll quickly be transforming. You'll get the freedom, or you'll quickly be flying off to the target that you want. But the whole thing I feel that is stopping you has to do with a solid beginning. Maybe you've been waiting for it to happen to you, whereas the energy here is saying, especially with the two hands holding the pentacle, of making a solid start to something. Yeah, the winter here is very apparent in your reading, because you also have the blackthorn, and I know that the blueberries are harvested in the autumn, but I remember that there was this myth: if there's a lot of blackthorns, then it looks like it's going to be a long winter. So again, I'm getting the idea one more time of a long winter. I mean, with the Ten of Swords, not only is this a long winter, but it looks like you're nearing the end of this long wait or this long journey. This is definitely true. And your message here to begin that is to follow your heart, to follow your intuition with regards to making a solid beginning on something. And although it keeps looking worse and worse, Ten of Swords really shows that this is finally the end of this long journey or long winter. And we can clearly see that you're now ready to fly. You're coming out of the cocoon or this restriction, and you're now able to fly yourself out of this whole environment and this whole weather that you don't like. You have the full capability now of moving away from every situation that you don't like at all, now that these wings have grown, now that you've built that type of strength. And so you're being guided to the way to navigate out of this is not just to move away from the darkness and get into safety. No, you're actually really being guided to achieve your dreams, not to just move away from a scary situation momentarily, which you may have learned to do as a skill to survive during that long winter. But really, now the message is way bigger than that. It's not about surviving the next fearful situation. It's about achieving your wildest dreams with the Seven of Cups. And it's about just starting something that is speaking to the strings of your heart. If you have this idea that you feel is gonna work, in your mind, it really feels it's gonna work, but you're afraid that it might be disappointing, I really feel that your message here is that it's not going to. In fact, with the King of Swords, it's time to buckle up and make some very good planning and some very solid steps to move forward with that. Because just like the bobcat, it requires just a little bit of patience to finally have its launch or set off. The bobcats are great hunters. They wait patiently and they hide so that they're not seen, and then all of a sudden they're able to capture their prey. So I feel like it's an advantage to you at the moment that either you're not seen, meaning you're not expected to do that, it's to your advantage one way or the other, or that is that what you're doing is not expected. For one reason or the other, this is going to give you a great advantage, because once you do take some steps, it will help you capture what you want effectively. So pile number 3. So this kind of means like work quietly, maybe even in the evenings, who knows, but work quietly. Begin something that you know could be a great idea or is certainly a step to that wild dream that you have. And you will see with this spring rain, this renewal energy, this metamorphosis phase that you're going through at the moment, it's really leading you to make that step to achieve something way bigger than what you want at the moment. Because I feel like what you may be wanting is something to help you navigate through these difficult times. And it's really not about that. You're not meant to only navigate it. You are kind of being pushed to work in the evening or in the dark or without anyone knowing, to level up into that big dream that you want, in fact. Take the step is the message. Take the step that you're hoping for. Do it little by little until all of a sudden it's gonna hook or it's gonna work. Giving you the abundance or the whatever it is, the type of prosperity that you want. Is this about work? Is this about finances? Is it about a big dream that you have? Is it about, you could even be a musician. I wouldn't be surprised. It has to do with a type of crazy wish that you have. And you're being guided to begin it, because you will be surprised that you'll be able to capture it if you just begin it. Maybe you're not starting because you kind of feel like, that's a big dream. Do you see I have this page of wands, the page that is most passionate in the deck, one of the most passionate court cards, is giving up here. Most talented, most skilled is giving up and walking away when they're in the very beginning of their journey, which shows that they have a lot of potential, that they can do crazy things. And there's fate standing there saying, why are you walking away? There's so much to do. You didn't give it a try. Just give it a try, right? And just starting will make you see way ahead. Things that you're not seeing. Maybe you can do things easily. Maybe the illusion with the devil card here is that you feel like, this is a wild dream. Maybe I don't have all that it takes. Maybe it's going to take so much time with the patience here. But really, I feel like your wings are free. You are ready to go and to create amazing things. And you're just not aware of it yet. And so don't put yourself in this lack energy, because this is the after tarot. So it's like you're not in the lack energy any longer. You don't need, see, this person has a bag full of things, and so this figure doesn't need to be there anymore. It's time for you to move from this energy. It doesn't belong to you anymore. You've grown your wings. It's time to fly off. Work in secrecy, it seems, or in I don't know why you have work in hiding, or keep it to yourself for now, and it's going to be to your advantage. Just work little by little, maybe during the evenings. Perhaps the evenings are very potent because you have a morning job, and so the time that is needed could be in the evening to do it, or the time that you have is in the evening, perhaps. That could be another message. But look at that. The stars shine bright in the darkest night. So do know that you're about to shine, that your dream is about to come true. Make that little effort and be patient. It's going to hook. It's going to happen. You're going to get that dream that you want, my dear pile number 3. And it's very apparent in your reading. With the King of Swords, there is a lot of planning to do. There is a lot of action. It's masculine energy of taking action. There's a lot of discipline and action taking to be done. And if you maybe don't have time because of the evenings that are shown here, the owl here shows to do things with wisely. decide on a certain hour that is cut just for that every day, and make sure that you stick to that hour, or make sure that you write a few lines on your research or your paper or your book or whatever it is that you're working on, to do something about it every day and to stick to it. That's the sort of commitment that it needs, and your prayers are going to come true, my dear pile number 3. You're drawn to the star card. There is no way. Just remember, you have grown your wings. They're ready. And with the spring rain, this is the cleansing of an old energy of a long winter that is really not yours anymore. This energy is not yours. Stick to your hope. If you put the steps into it every day, this big dream is going to be yours, my dear pile number 3. This is exactly what I see in your reading. Follow your heart. It is guiding you to the right direction. Follow that wish. It's telling you something. Follow it. Do something about it every day is exactly what I see. I wish you the best of luck from my heart. May you always have your wildest dreams come true. And if you've enjoyed this reading, my dear pile number 3, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number 3. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading it. Really, I did put a huge effort into bringing valuable information, sized down, not too much writing, so that you don't procrastinate reading it and that you find exactly what you're looking for, all the key advice and secrets to helping you become a productive person right away. And make sure it feels like an easy read so that you apply all of these learnings right away. And not only that, but to stay consistent. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 3, all the best of luck from my heart. I wish you a wonderful, bright future, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful Moonstone. Let's keep it right there, as well as the Wheel of Fortune. Let's see how this fits into your reading. And we'll be starting off with your oracle cards first, because we want to see what message are you meant to hear right now. All right, so you have the Badger and Ginkgo with healing wounds. Okay, you have the Death Valley with emptiness, hopelessness, and challenges. Interesting, okay. It's interesting that it's coming with the healing wounds, okay. You also have Good Gentleman. And this gentleman is walking next to a lion. Or maybe they're referring to the lion as the good gentleman. All right. So let's take a look at the rest of your cards. You have the King of Pentacles. Lovely, powerful card to begin your reading. You have the Seven of Wands. Now that's interesting how this Death Valley came up. This is a valley in California where they were in the past looking for gold, but they were so unprepared. There's a lot of gold, but they were so unprepared for the journey that that they weren't able to get the gold. A lot of them died, whereas there are so many people that are able to live in this harsh environment of the desert here. So I feel like there is a message here of bringing the gold out of something difficult. Okay, so you have the Four of Wands, so that shows great success right there, or a success of a certain milestone, celebration of a certain milestone. You have the Five of Pentacles, We see a bell right there. Okay. You have the 7 of Pentacles. The Hermit. You also have the Lover's card, as well as the Wheel of Fortune again. Wow, certainly meant to be there. And you have the Strength card, and we did note the Lion here with the Good Gentleman. How interesting how these 2 cards are mimicking the main 2 cards that I'm seeing in your reading here. All right, so what is your message, my dear pile number 4? So with the Death Valley card that caught my attention, was one of the very first cards that caught my attention. I feel like your message is very interesting here, that you are presented with an opportunity in your life that you'll be able to succeed at something and create huge results, whether these results, these fortunate results, are going to be financial or progress in your life or your career in one way or the other. Whatever gold, metaphorically speaking, that you are looking for is right there for you to take. And I feel like the main message is about you preparing yourself to get into, I don't want to say harsh energy, but to prepare yourself to get into something or into some type of challenge to get that gold that is waiting right there for you to take. It's like once you get into that territory or that energy, you'll feel that it's very easy to pick up the dreams or the gold, metaphorically speaking, that you are looking for. And although you may lack it now, I do feel with the bell here, it's being alert to take specific action. These actions may be a bit challenging to you at the moment, but it's a matter of choice with the Lover's card. I feel like all that it requires is a little bit of strength. Strength that you definitely have to go through it. I feel that perhaps the biggest challenge that may be standing in the way of you creating that fortune and luck in your life or receiving that gold is with the Desert here. Maybe you're doubting. There is doubt. Could you really have that? Is that gold really there? And I feel like this question definitely is part of your reading because you have the Yeti here. And although the Yetis, they're like these giant creatures that look like, not human-like, like Bigfoot or big apes. They live in the Himalayas, or they presume to live there. There are discussions, with the Nepali people saying no, they've seen them. Even scientists are saying, as I read, that they may have actually existed. It's not too far. They may have been there. They may be there. So the question of whether the gold that you're looking for is actually there or not, or the wish that you're looking for is actually there if you tried or not, it does look like it is there. And that's why you have the Wheel of Fortune twice. It looks like you're going to be very fortunate to find 2 Wheel of Fortunes. You're going to be very fortunate to find something that otherwise looks like a barren desert. But underneath lies a lot of gold. And it's really about you being ready to I don't want to say put up that fight, because it's not a fight, but be ready to do the effort is the word I'm looking for. To do the effort, to go after what it is that you want. And very soon, as you take these efforts, you will find that you will be making great progress and great milestones with the Four of Wands, centering your reading here. You will be not just very fortunate, but you will be quickly making milestones, one milestone after the other, building up to what you want until you will be receiving that wish that you want. So it's all really in your hands. It's laying there for you to take. In fact, I kind of feel that it's always been there for you to take, because the ginkgo is actually an ancient tree that they have found fossils of way from the Jurassic times. So it's like it's been laying there all your life, waiting for you to take it when you are ready. And I feel like now is the time for you to step into that. This is going to be a very big step and very fortunate step in your life. It looks like at the moment you're surrounded by a lot of challenges, making it a little bit difficult. With the harsh desert, that definitely confirms it. Making it very difficult for you to take this step. Why? Let's pick up your tarot deck and find out why is this such a difficult step, although you're very fortunate with it. Can we finally find out for pile number 4, please? Since it is so written for pile number 4 to do that step, why is it so difficult? And then we'll ask what type of preparations you need to maneuver or go through it easily. So you have the Hanged Man. The question is, why is it difficult? Hanged Man. Maybe you're not in a comfortable position at the moment. Maybe you're not comfortable. Comfortable could be, to do something, one has to have something comfortable. Like, for example, if you're going on a trip in the desert, then you would expect to have a very good functional car that is able to maneuver around the desert and the sand. Maybe you need to be prepared with water, to have the space to have water with you, and so on. So I see that maybe there are certain things that are required for you to take that step, but you're not really in a comfortable situation. So there's lack of comfort to be able to do that. It's not. It could be done, but with the harshness and the Hanged Man, it's a bit too uncomfortable to do it with the challenges that you have at the moment. And you have the Knight of Pentacles. See, the Knight of Pentacles, although is steady, is the slowest knight in the deck. So perhaps you feel like it's going to take a long time, especially that time matters a lot when you don't feel comfortable. I get that. I really do. I see what you're feeling, my dear pile number 4. I really do. And you have the Six of Swords. Again, Six of Swords is, by the way, moving slowly but to safer shores. Again, this idea that you kind of know it could be done, but we see the idea of it being slow, uncomfortable and slow. Swords also has to do with your mind. So maybe you have a lot of thoughts that could be slowing you down. So that's another challenge. Not only is it uncomfortable, but there are also thoughts that could be slowing you down. Okay, so now that we understand why it is so difficult, how about we get clear advice on how to navigate through this with the challenges that you have, because to get the gold that you were always supposed to receive, or the fortune, the huge fortune that you were always supposed to receive, my dear pile number 4. So 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5. Right. Let's see. So strength is key here. Is to just get into it, that type of strength. But let's see. You have the 2 of Cups. Ooh, the Ace of Wands. You have the World card. All right. You have the 9 of Pentacles. Wow, okay. And you have the 10 of Cups. I feel like once it's completed, that's very clear here. Once it's completed, you're really going to live lavishly, metaphorically speaking, since we're talking about gold, in the realm of your dreams with the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. You'll have even more than you have anticipated or wished for. Yeah, that's the kind of gold found in the Death Valley. I'm not surprised. There's so much. You're going to be living in this lavish world once this is completed. So how are you advised to handle this? With the 2 of Cups, I'm getting the idea of handling things with love, give and take. Know that in order to take, you have to give lovingly. And so, put your heart into it and know that there is reciprocity with this energy. You put in that effort and you get more than you're expecting. And with the Ace of Wands, I'm really seeing the idea, because the face is cut off, we're only seeing the wand here, to keep your eye on the goal. So when things are tough, it's always about reminding yourself, this is what I want. Maybe write it down or draw it right in front of you so that you every day know exactly what you want. You know exactly what your goal is. And that would be the one thing that could help you to navigate in a harsh environment and an uncomfortable environment. Knowing and reminding yourself exactly every day of what you want will make everything else dissipate and not really matter that much as what you want completed with the World card. So really the message is get it done. Put your heart into it. See, when you do things with love, by the way, that makes sense with the 2 of Cups showing up. It doesn't feel as hard and as harsh as it would if it's not done with care and emotions. Like, for example, if you want to train a lion, that's not an easy job. But once you put the right intentions to it and create a bond with this lion and to have the intention of doing the right thing for it and the patience for it, I feel like you get something even way bigger than the goal that you wanted initially. So not only do you get the goal, but you get something way bigger out of it. Not to mention your belief in yourself that you can do great things. So that's what I'm seeing, the reason for the 2 of Cups showing up. It's the idea of, although it's harsh, really the only way to forget about this harshness is to do what you want to do or should do with love and care and true passion and true good intentions to do good, to always keep your eye on the goal. And really, see, right after it is the World card, showing that it will be completed way quicker than what you think. It looks from afar like a long, tiresome journey, but really by focusing, putting love into it, you will see that it will end, it will be completed rather very quickly. And boy, look at that. The 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. Will you be... It's kind of like you swimming in the land of fortune. It really confirms the Wheel of Fortune popping up twice in your reading. You're going to be very fortunate. What you want will be laying right there for you. You see, it just is going to fall in your lap. And things fell just as we said that. I was really surprised to see it. So it's really going to fall into your lap. Unbelievable. Very easily. Just like apples falling from a tree. It's just you're going to be very abundant. You're going to be receiving what you want very easily. My dear pile number 4. So yeah, luck, fortune, abundance is the right word. Abundance of what you want is going to be there. Pile number 4. So I would really get into it. I know it's uncomfortable. It really shows in your cards. But do know that you can receive these. You can do it is the right word. And it's always meant for you to take. The King of Pentacles is the first card that showed up. You're meant to receive this. It's always yours and you're meant to receive it. So really get into it and do something about it until you complete it. My dear pile number 4. And this is exactly what I see in your reading. Always remember, for you, it's a matter of choice. Once you decide to do it, it's not going to be difficult any longer. You're just going to figure out a way to do it. As you put your passion into it and you keep your eyes on the goal, it will be completed. This is exactly what I see in your reading, my dear pile number 4. I really enjoyed doing this reading for you. And I wish you the best of luck with this amount of fortune and good luck that's laying there for you to take. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. My dear pile number 4, this book could really help you out in doing all of that in such an easy way. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading it. I really did put a lot of effort to make sure that I provide you with great knowledge in such a small and easy way to read and digest. I made sure the book is very easy to consume and read, that you have all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away. Also, and to continue being productive. It's not about just jump starting it, but it's about learning how to always keep it in a fun way. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 4, thank you so much for tuning in. It was a real pleasure doing this reading for you, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!